Hello everyone and welcome back to Citizens of Earth.
Greetings! We've been expecting you!
Is this happening? Someone pinch me! Ouch! It's just an expression.
I don't think we're imagining this, sir.
You sound unhappy! No, unhappy! We don't like unhappy!
These aliens have the worst voices in the game, by the way.
They almost look like the Urkins from Invader Zim.
These are really cool designs for aliens. So yeah, last time I asked you to predict what the final dungeon is. You guessed America itself. No, it's an alien mothership.
How it should be.
Everything that's been going on is because of aliens.
They look so much like the Urkins. I'm gonna show.
Are you gonna bring up a... Oh goodness, they kind of do.
Yes, the happy! Come with us.
Nothing about any of this is making me happy.
Yeah, we have a choice here. By the way, okay. I don't like this part because he just takes you on a tour through the entire... Okay, he's taking us to a teleporter so we can meet, the Queen.
That even looks like an Urkin thing. Adam, this whole thing's an Invader Zim reference. What the heck?
He takes you on a tour. No, he's walking us to the nearest teleporter, which requires us to go on a tour through the whole mothership. I don't know what they were thinking with this scene. It's very strange.
Adam, this is just Invader Zim.
I've never seen Invader Zim, but I know some friends who love it. Oh, look who it is up there. What's all this?
What do you mean?
Wait, so you guys created all the weird animals that have been showing up?
You betcha! Happy!
Oh god, why are you like this, friend?
Would you believe me if I told you these aliens' voices were even more annoying in the sequel?
I'd hate that.
I love the sequel, but like, my god, I hate the geneticist.
No, he does not want them now.
Why do politicians lie to us? All lies must make them happy! Happy! Yay, happy! Ah!
They're very obsessed with happiness, also.
Whoever gets away with the biggest
It's...
I mean, that's the opposite of Invader Zim, but who's talking?
Like lies! Lies make unhappy!
Huh?
Do you promise these creatures something?
I make it a point never to promise anything to non-voters. It cheapens the whole lying process.
So you have no clue what they're talking about. Continue on our tour. I'm surprised we're not, like, escorted. I don't know why those two characters are very close together, too.
Because they want to be, Adam. They need to be. They love each other so dearly.
Again, we're just...
This is why the double speed character was introduced. You know that, right?
Because of this one scene. I should have kept it on for this. I was half tempted to slow it down, because I think that would have been funny, but I also think it would have been very annoying.
Things! The short one is their vice elephant! Yay, vice elephant!
That's vice president, and I'm actually perfect average height for my IQ, so whatever.
Greetings. I am the commander.
Oh, finally, someone with a normal voice.
Of course the commander is happy! By what other criteria would one select a commander? Happy!
Hair. For me, the criteria is definitely hair.
You humans have been sowing unhappiness in my people for too long. You lie, you cheat, you steal. You have been
I think I hit the button by accident.
She's like, you lie, you cheat, you steal. You interrupt me!
happiness and it was not delivered. How are we supposed to go home now?
You want happiness, yet you unleashed monsters on the world. You might not understand this, but monsters actually don't make humans happy.
Exactly, Earthling.
Right. So, we're done here then? And you'll leave our planet alone?
You lied to us. You told us we'd be bringing happiness to your people.
Hey, my friend Circles just called. He asked you to stop talking in him.
For your...
Jesus Christ.
What?
Talking in circles.
No, I get the joke. It's just a weird joke. It's...
The 90s calls. It wants your face back.
Place them in our most enjoyable holding cell.
Happily, commander! Yay!
Do we at least get a phone call?
I want my phone call.
So we...
By locking them up.
Oh my god. They also back-end a lot of the story here, by the way, so get ready for a lot of cutscenes.
I like calling this, oops, our comedy anime has shifted to a story anime.
Goodness, this really is like an adventure game.
So it's an adventure game, Animal Crossing, and an anime?
Alright, one more cutscene and then a dungeon. I promise. Places everyone. I just can't catch a
I'd
break.
say that was one of our more diplomatically successful missions.
Unbelievable!
Huh? They imprisoned us.
True, but we had a whole conversation that didn't end in a battle. I'd say we're getting the hang of this.
So why do they make those horrible
There's
creatures?
some connection between monsters and happiness. And monsters. Huh?
Do they think the monsters would make
All
us
I know
happy?
is we're headed to their homeworld to stand trial for something that most likely wasn't our fault.
And you don't, look how big the
I keep
the
track of
beekeeper is
everyone I
compared
lie to
everyone
in a little
else.
black book, and there's no aliens in it. This situation is making me very unhappy.
Oh, that was easy. Also, you know this is a JRPG because we get imprisoned at one point.
There we go.
Yep, there we go. There's a happiness mirror on the wall and it's pointing to E.
Their technology is powered by it. Ooh!
Happiness is an energy source. Yeah, haven't you ever seen Monsters, Inc? Like,
Yeah.
We get the heck out of here and let them worry about their fuel tanks. And let's try not to get unnecessarily happy, just in case.
So, what?
It's weird that they say that monsters don't make people happy. Have you ever seen a Del Toro movie? Have you ever seen The Shape of Water?
So what's going on here is, oh my, that's loud still. So what's going on here is, somebody told, the aliens need to get back to their homeworld, but their whole technology is based off happiness, and they didn't have enough energy to get back. So someone told them that unleashing monsters on Earth would make people very happy. They did it, and now everyone's angry, and they're stuck here, and they might be on the verge of, like, becoming extinct or something.
They asked Del Toro, that's why. He's like, oh yeah, monsters are definitely my source of happiness.
Well,
Well, he writes The Shape of Water.
They got this advice from someone who isn't the vice president. We can be assured of that. Also, why does that monster scream when you kill it? So we have some new enemies here, and this dungeon is a little annoying. So how this dungeon is set up is there are 3 things you need to activate in order to get to the center of it, which is basically a big teleporter. I like this enemy a lot. I don't know why. He just looks cool. It's the Alien Marine. There are 3 new enemies here. There are the Alien Marines, the security bots, and the grunts. I think the Alien Marines hit the hardest. No, I actually think the grunts hit the hardest. And I think the grunts are actually the hardest enemy in this area, which is something you will not hear that often. Because they hit hard, and also they can summon those security bots.
Your PC is not protected against ransomware, Adam.
Don't tell the internet that. Alright. And so you need to activate 3 things in order to get to the center of the dungeon, which is where the teleporter that originally got us to the commander is. You need to...
Oh god.
You need to act... Why is... That scream sounds like something I've heard from a Crash Bandicoot game. I don't know
It
why.
sounds like something I've heard from a creepypasta video.
Oh, that's what the Earth looks like.
As it should.
Kind of reminds me of the Sonic Unleashed Earth. Like, there were just random bits sticking out for some reason.
Because the Earth was like blown up, it somehow didn't die.
Oh, I found, oh, there's the power circuits. So the little pillars sticking out of the ground, those are now going to be offline, which will grant us access to new areas. Here we go. These underlings, what are they called? Underlings or grunts? Alien underlings. Okay, I thought they were called grunts, but I consider this the hardest enemy in this area. They hit hard, she's over-leveled, basically, but yeah, they hit hard, and I think they can also summon those security bots. You'd imagine the security bots would be the ones that would call other people, but no, it's these guys.
They just need a friend.
I don't know why, but I really love the design of the aliens in this game.
Because they just look like Urkins from Invader Zim. They also just look good.
They're very, like, traditional as far as aliens go, but they're kind of creative, too. Like, I like how their eyes work sideways.
Yeah, I always like
It's...
I always like stuff like that.
The armor looks cool. Like, I just like these enemies.
The pink and the green and the purple, of course, echo something I've mentioned a few times before. And, you know, that likes to go by default, so, like, who's counting?
There's the security bot. What was I talking about? Oh, Sonic Unleashed.
Yes,
I found the PS3 version of Sonic Unleashed, and I gotta try it at some point.
that's right. Because we had the Wii I actually bought the Wii version.
Yeah. Like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I think I played it more often though because I'm a bigger Sonic fan.
Yeah, I bought it because I liked Werewolf Sonic because I liked werewolves. I swear, guys.
Don't tell a Sonic fan that. Actually, no. Is it cool to hate Sonic or to like Sonic Unleashed now? I don't know. Everyone's opinions on Sonic are always changing all of the time.
Because I noticed like a lot of like aspects of like Sonic are like this could have been handled better. Because I've seen a lot of like fixing videos recently. Like, how do we fix this villain?
We grew up with the Wii version of Sonic Unleashed, and as far as I know, I think the Wii version and the version on everything else is extremely different.
I think because like the Wii version doesn't have the whale.
I think it was made by like a completely different team even. It's like they gave the same story and cutscenes to like 2 different teams and told them to make 2 completely different games with them.
It's like, alright guys, go at it. Do your best.
I'm kind of excited to try it out.
I feel like Sonic is always an interesting thing for
We got
me.
a lucky horseshoe for yeehaw.
Because it has so many ups and downs, and like I think it does like really inspire a fandom too, because like it has so much like media related to it and so much stuff to fix, and there's nothing a fandom likes more than fixing things. Because I've seen videos of like people attempting to like fix like some villainous characters that weren't handled well. Like so many Sonic ideas are like cool in concept but bad.
Sonic
on
Mania is a
execution.
perfect video game.
Yeah, because like because they have like the best games, and then they have other games.
Sonic is all over the place.
'Cause I love it deep down. I don't even love. I like Sonic.
I know
It's a
this
fun
one
game.
Sonic fan who hates Sonic Colors.
A Sonic fan hates something, Adam. That never happens.
He told me that he hates the writing of it and he thought the gameplay was kind of generic. I think that's what it was. I should send this to him. I shared this game with him and he goes, "Oh, it was published by Sega." It's like the only thing he knows about it. Gracious drool. Hello? Whoa, what's happening? I think you were sleep typing. Wow, I was working while asleep. Pretty efficient, I must say. And boy, do I love efficiency. How dare you wake me up while I'm being efficient. Okay.
You interrupted him.
There's a lot of like optional fights tied to cutscenes like that. You don't have to do any of them. I don't even know why I kept this in, honestly.
You wanted that sweet, sweet experience and also to show off this boy more. There are a lot of like really good design villain, like a lot of good design like enemies in this game, like that
I love the telephone.
like DJ Voodoo.
Yeah.
I think he was probably like my favorite design in the entire thing. And I also like the alien designs too.
Did you know that Sonic Colors and I think Lost World was written by the same people who wrote Happy Tree Friends?
Yes, that's like a big fact that goes like you have like those like weird facts, like those semi-obscure but also well-known facts. It's like Big the Cat and Duke Nukem were voiced by the same person.
I watched that in high school. That's like the most I'm 14 and this is WTF show of all time. Like,
Yeah, I never actually watched Happy Tree Friends. I was more of the Vocaloid edge and not the Happy Tree Friends edge. Vocaloid still slaps though.
I'm a bit of a gorehound when it comes to media like that, if you can't tell by how much I love Harvester. Like, it's...
So much good media out there, guys. So much good stuff.
There we go. I wonder what that team's doing.
Not sure, because it's like
What was that team called? Was that Mondo Media? No, that's what it was like just uploaded to.
I'm not sure, because it's always interesting to see like what the old gods of YouTube, just gonna call them that, are up to, like Lucas Crookshank, I think that's his name. I'm just gonna call him Lucas, who was Fred.
That guy had a
Annoying.
cutscene, but I got into a fight before I could activate it.
Annoying Orange. Wonder
I
what
think
he's-
Ray William Johnson is doing vlogs. No, I think he's doing Facebook stuff now.
I remember because I used to watch him because I think like
Oh yeah,
most people did.
a lot of people watched Ray William Johnson. I was like a pretty, we were both like pretty devoted followers to his stuff because I liked his stuff. It's like Tosh.0 without the budget, basically.
Yeah, I kind of grew out of it after a while. Like there are a lot of videos like old like YouTube movie reviewers. Like some of them have like evolved with like the new style.
That guy's walking on the
Jesus.
on the sky.
Like some YouTube like reviewers like Lindsay Ellis have like grown with like what the trends want now, but then you have like Doug Walker who's still stuck in 2010.
As of right now, or as of today, yesterday, Lindsay Ellis uploaded a video on cats.
I've watched that video twice
Which
because
was
I liked
very
it so
entertaining.
much. And the video was uploaded yesterday because I just like I just want to think about why.
It's like, does Cats have fans, or is it just people who like the idea of Cats and how loud it is?
Like, it does
And
have
when I
fans.
say loud, I mean in terms of, like, you know, visuals.
Because it does have fans, because, like, of course, like, there's a fandom for everything. And I see
Potato chips. Upon a
Heck
critical
yeah.
hit, it can stop, it can cast stop. Yeah. It can cast stop on opponents.
But I totally agree, like, I'm sick of, like, movies taking musicals too, like, seriously. It's like, it's made for a different platform. Like, go to, like, adapt it for the platform you're making it for. That's why I hate it when people are like, this is a bad adaptation because it doesn't follow the book directly. Like, I don't usually get mad at adaptations. Like, one of my favorite book series ever, Circuit Freak, had a terrible adaptation, but it's a fun, decent movie.
You think Nostalgia Critic will do a video on Cats?
Not sure.
I still watch some of his videos sometimes. Some of them I think are pretty good, but like others are just absolutely awful. Like the wall video, because I know a lot of people hated that.
Because he misinterpreted a really basic message.
It happens to the best of us. Like it's.
Yeah, I just kind of like fell out of his videos during the Change the Channel movement. You guys remember that?
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
you never heard the Change the Channel?
I don't know. Drama like that is. I'm either all in with researching drama or I've never heard of it. Like,
It was a
never
big
middle
thing.
ground.
If you want to have a terrible time, just look up Change the Channel again.
Sure. I know he did Where's the Fair Use. Oh, the teleporters. Okay, there's the second module we need to activate. There are 3 in here. So we've done the power cells, and now we've done the teleporters. And the last one takes me a while to find. This is not a very big dungeon. In fact, I think it's only like 3 rooms large. They're just very large rooms.
Never doubted you for a second.
The scout bot can inflict defense down on your whole party, which isn't that big of a deal, because I think all of the enemies here deal special damage. So I don't know why they do that.
Don't we love this, guys? Don't we love gaming?
So yeah, the teleporters now work. Also, the teleporters worked before we started the dungeon, so I don't know what the heck happened.
It's moral support.
It's moral support.
So many aliens on this ship.
I think one of the teleporters in this area brings you back to that place of the heroic music that I found very out of place. So if you want to go back... Actually, does Firefighter work here? I'm willing to bet she does. Yeah, this dungeon isn't a point of no return, by the way. You can straight up come back here whenever you need to.
I like the heights going on here.
The what?
The heights of all your characters.
The height.
Good luck.
That's something that's so underrated. Like looking at height charts from like cartoons and stuff.
For the VP.
Beautiful.
The heights in this game are very inconsistent. Like, I mentioned this before, like, the card dealer seems very short compared to everyone else, like, they scaled down his sprite too much. With a game of this many party members in it, it doesn't really bother me too much, but it's just kind of weird looking at them. Then you have characters like the Beekeeper, who it seems like they scaled everyone up to be X number of, like, pixels, but, like, didn't double check afterwards. Alright. We got a radar array for the map pad, agility double, dodge reduced.
There we go.
And if I knew we were going to go on this conversation, I would have put Matt, Pat, and Nostalgia Critic in our party for at some point. At this point in the game, I'm just using some of my personal favorite party members, because I mentioned this a couple times. I let Aaron decide what party I fight the final boss with.
Yeah, and I didn't really know who the characters were.
This was
except for
before we
vague
even started, so
descriptions.
she just went off of, like, vague descriptions and if the character sounded cool. So, yeah.
I like how there's donut boxes, even in this terrifying ship.
Aaron, I will say one thing that's a bit of a spoiler, though.
Well done.
You picked the two characters. I told you to pick 5 characters in case you picked one of the ones that was you couldn't get until post game. You picked both of the characters you could only get until post game.
Oops.
And then the last 3 are good party members, but they have terrible synergy, and one of them is weak to the final boss's normal attack.
You didn't tell me anything, Adam.
I had some trouble with the final boss because of this. I'm not angry, I'm just a little annoyed.
I'm angry.
Because you could have picked anyone,
I'm not angry, I'm just upset.
and you just happened to pick a really bad team for the final boss.
But I'm only here for chaos, Adam. What did you expect? How many more boys left until we defeat their leader? Kill their leader in cold blood.
In one of the main rooms, you might see a like a teleporter like in the middle of the like just floating air. That's what we're trying to get to. However, we need to activate all 3 of the modules in order to actually activate it. I think we're coming up on it pretty soon.
Just looks like an Urkin symbol so much. I'm sorry I'm still on this, but God, it looks so much like that.
I wish I grew up with Invader Zim so I could understand these references.
It's such a... The movie's really good, too. I gotta read more of the Invader Zim comics, they just like the characters and the character design, and also the comedy and everything else in the series. What am I even looking for?
Is that not scientifically possible meme from that show?
Yeah.
That looks like a karate thing. Goodness, it's...
Yeah, that's scientifically possible. It's from the movie.
Okay. Oh, okay, down there. That Earth is the last module we need to do. I should have worded this better. Again, this is not a complex dungeon. It's just a little sprawled out, so it's kind of hard to find exactly what you need.
DeviantArt is dead.
DeviantArt is dead.
With all that cringe content, am I right? What are we, 2016? Remember cringe compilations were big?
Aren't they still big? I know some people still make them.
At this point, it's just like, because I tried watching a cringe compilation once. I think it was a Homestuck one, and it was just people cosplaying and not even doing weird stuff with that. And I was like, God, cringe compilations are garbage.
We did it.
Cringe compilations nowadays. Oh, we got another thing for MatPat. I think like all of MatPat's equips are in this dungeon because like where else are you gonna put
He's
him?
a brand new boy.
Upon a critical hit, gains or it can cause blind on all opponents, which is pretty alright.
That is a scream from like a creepypasta video.
I don't get that scream. Ah, here we are. Okay. Activate the anti-gravity.
Oh no, we stop this right now. Oh, there we go.
We are now floating, and you can now walk over holes.
Oops.
Also, in the background, if you pay attention to the background, you can see enemies flying around because the anti-gravity is on.
As it should be.
You look at the coffee robot down there. That's from the start of the game.
Like, look at all these. This is so nostalgic, Adam. You
Now-
remember way back then?
You mean they were technically in the last dungeon.
It's so nostalgic, Adam. Do you remember way back when?
So, like, at this point, you can actually explore the entire place again, and a bunch of treasures open up now that I have the pistons, the anti-grav, and the look at that. Now that I have the pistons, the anti-grav, and the teleporters activated, but I just kind of beeline it towards the final boss at this point. That teleporter is where the final boss is. Now, I thought it'd be kind of fun to put in my favorite party for the second to last battle. Because what we're coming up on really quickly is what I consider the penultimate boss of the game.
Fun.
So we have this boss coming up and then the final boss.
And we have 8 minutes left in the video.
It's all right. Does this look familiar? I hope so, because we were here like 20 minutes ago.
You guys remember the tour? The wonderful, amazing tour?
I should have known you'd escape. You Earthlings are a treacherous species.
I've made up my mind. We aren't going back to your planet with you.
I don't know that any of us are going back at this rate.
Why not swing down to Earth, drop us off, and we'll find a way to get you back home.
Now that you know about us, we can't let you leave. Ever. I have to protect the lives of my people.
He's too serious to be voicing this character. What robot suit she's getting into? That robot suit.
That robot suit. It's not even a suit. It's just. I think they call it a mainframe.
This is the Eggman.
All right. She is a bit like Eggman. All right. So we have this enemy is not. Honestly, I don't think this boss is that bad. I forgot which one you need to kill first. I think if you kill the commander, like the fight is just over. Also, I make a really important discovery in this fight right here. I don't think she has a weakness either, so just use stuff that you claws the party mercilessly. That's the most powerful attack this boss can do.
Yoinks! Yoink, Scoob!
There we go. Then blast Fireboy, you know. Okay, now, you know how I haven't been using items in battle the whole game because I told you in episode 1 that I never figured out how?
You figure out how?
I figured out how in this battle.
You did it, Adam!
2 fights left, and I figured out how to use items in battle. It turns out, this is like the one part of the game that wasn't optimized to be played with a keyboard. Because the game is pretty good about, or optimized to be played with a mouse. Because the game is pretty optimized about that, aside from that. You need to hit like a certain key when your cursor is over it.
Well, we can finally do it.
Yep.
We can finally eat the dumpster sushi.
I've been hoarding this whole game and just using outside of battle. Honestly, I think it's a good sign that how well this game is designed that you don't need to use items that often.
True.
Remember, I just found this out during this recording session, so I played this game the first time without knowing this. Oh, this is dangerous. She can put defense down on your whole party. Look at this. Look at me try to figure it out. Look at me go through the menus.
Oh my god, what's happening? Oh, you made a cut.
I figured out how to use items in battle.
And you paused for a second out of like, can't believe I've done this.
I forgot how long that took me.
So what is the time frame of this game? Like, in the canon of the game, how long is this supposed to take?
This battle?
No, like, the entire story of the game. Like,
I'm gonna throw a dirty sock at her. I don't think that does anything, but...
like, some games where it's like, it takes you like a week to play, but like, the game itself like took place, like, the story over a day.
Well, let's see. The vice president wakes up canonically once, and it's after the point where, it's after the first boss. Maybe 3 days?
3 days?
I don't know.
I think the funniest thing is in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5, I think the story takes place over a week, which means Mista accidentally shot himself like 3 times every day. Because
I don't think the dirty sock does anything. I just thought it'd be funny to use it.
oh, it's like Earthbound. It's another Earthbound reference because the captain of the ship, or no, the captain. You have to throw your dirty socks at the Kraken, or there's the dirty socks that are given to you by a character.
Oh!
Do you know what I'm getting on?
I think I remember that.
So Earthbound, I wonder what this game was inspired by.
Look how many defense downs we have.
Oh, God.
That's special defense downs. This is the most threatening thing about this fight, the fact that she can put so many of these on you. Although, oddly enough, that claw attack that's, like, the most dangerous thing she can do is physical-based. I don't know. This is a weird fight in a lot of ways, but I don't think it's that bad or that dangerous. You just need to have a good setup for it.
3 minutes left in the episode, Adam. I don't know how we're gonna do it.
Ironically, I don't think stuff that multi-strike or hits multiple enemies is a good idea for this fight.
I can take the heat. I can take the heat.
For this alien. Just do it. You know, if you break her ship, she'll just fall down and plummet to Earth. And, like, sure, someone will have to clean that up, but, you know, at least, like, the alien invasion is over, oops.
I think killing the mainframe doesn't end the battle. You have to actually defeat the commander.
Well, she's almost gone.
Yeah. I do like this fight. This might be one of my favorite fights in the game, too.
There she is.
Yep.
We did it, boys.
Wait. Oh, you do need to defeat the mainframe separately. Okay. Wow, can you tell that it's been a while since I recorded this?
How long?
It's been a while. By the way, I use the ability Foam a lot with Fireboy. It locks her into an attack for like a few turns, but that attack is very powerful.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's basically like that, you know, that firefighter foam.
What's the fire foam?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's just like suds and stuff.
Well, it wouldn't be because it takes out fire.
It works. I mean, it works, so.
You need to know what it's made out of. You guys remember that scene from The Brave Little Toaster with the clowns?
No.
Good. I remember firefighters.
I'm looking this up as soon as we're done with this episode.
The clowns came in dressed as firefighters because The Brave Little Toaster set everything on fire because The Brave Little Toaster is not a kid's movie. It's hell.
I brought Fireboy back to life with Franken Creature. So she has a permanent confusion status, but we're so late into the fight that I don't think it's going to matter too much.
Just kills all of you.
Oh no.
It's like, oops.
Mainframe stares hypnotically at... Oh, the mainframe can confuse you too, so she had 4 confusions there. Wow, I wonder if she's gonna do what you need her to do. Moon shoes, not sure who it's for.
Moon shoes. There's the cool like bouncy shoes from those commercials.
The ones that don't work?
Yeah.
Dwarves fighting you. We're free falling down to your planet.
Oh, we get to use the escape pods! Oh, yay! Oh, what a great day!
How eerie. In my high school yearbook, I was voted least likely to die on board an alien spaceship.
That's a thing. Alright, let's go. Very casually.
Yeah, it's like we'll take a nice stroll. I
Where were they walking?
can't mess up my hair.
Huh? Are we alive? Someone pinch me. Nope. Don't pinch me.
Enemies are spawning up there. I wonder if you can get into a fight during this cutscene. That's weird. I think we saved the day. You did it, Mr. Vice President.
Officially decree we should all go home and get some rest. Mission.
Oh, 4 days.
4 days.
4 days. And we're not done yet. Next episode, we're gonna be doing the finale.
See you guys then.
See you guys then.